You are about to experience the best in professional audio, lighting, DJ gear, special effects, and video. This is coverage of Winter NAMM 2020. We are AGIProDJ.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? DJ Ty from AGIProDJ.com. NAMM 2020 here in Anaheim, California at the Pioneer DJ booth, and we're checking out the brand new DJM-V10. I'm with Matt. Matt, good to see you, man.
Good to see you,
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Matt's going to give us a quick overview. Not a quick overview, 5-6 minutes, so make sure you stay until the end. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell below. Check us out on social media, the Pioneer DJM-V10.
All right, cool. So I'm going to do a nice deep dive on the new DJM-V10. So the first thing I want to say is that we do not consider this to be a replacement of our 900 Nexus 2, our 4-channel, 3-band EQ mixer. This is a whole new mixer targeted at a different type of user. It's targeted specifically towards like the type of DJ that wants to incorporate external effects, also multiple instruments. Maybe they want to bring in the software with multiple channels from their DAW. Maybe they want to bring in a drum machine or a synthesizer. And also for back-to-back DJs. Back-to-back DJs, duos is a growing trend in the industry. So this has dual headphone queuing buses for those DJs and more channels to work with. So some of the new features on this is it's a 6-channel mixer. It's got a 4-band EQ. The 4 bands, the low and the high, function as isolators, and the 2 mid function as finely crafted EQ curves. Each channel has a single knob compressor on it. This is really cool if you're using like a drum machine that is, you're now using a signal that's not mastered compared to like new tracks that have been mastered by modern production techniques. So now with a single knob, you can really increase the perceived loudness of that signal without actually increasing the peak level of the signal. And it also works great on older records. So for instance, if you're playing like a classic record from the 80s and trying to mix it in with a new record that was produced in 2020, you can boost up the compression on that classic record and make it stand up better to the newer record. The filter section on this has been redesigned. We've got a low-pass filter and high-pass filter you can select with a resonance you can select, and now you get the full resolution of the filter on this, so you can get much finer tweaks on the filter, and then we've got a new send-return effects section. So over here is where you control the send effects section. Now, a lot of DJs, it's been a growing trend in the industry to bring guitar pedals and expand the effects on a mixer. We looked at a lot of the effects that a lot of these DJs would use, and we decided to build in 4 of those effects here. But we wanted you to still have the capability of bringing whatever effect that you want, so you still can actually bring in 2 external effects. So you can actually run one of our built-in effects and your 2 external effects at the same time. And you would send those to those effects with this knob. So now when I turn this effect, I'm sending the 3 different effects at once. When those effects return to the mixer, I can engage the master mix button and send that to the master channel if I want, or if I have unused channels on the mixer, I can send each one of those effects separately to a channel on the mixer, so I can bring that wet signal in, and I can now EQ that signal, use the fader on it, use the filter on it, use the compressor. And all of that is completely independent of our beat effects section. Our beat effects section is assignable with these buttons here on each channel. You can also send it to the master. You can choose which frequencies you're applying the beat effects to. A new thing on this mixer is I can save my favorite settings. So for instance, if I want my echo to have the low disengaged, and I want my echo on a 3/4 note, but I want my roll to have all the frequencies and be on a 1/4 note, I can save those settings, save them to a flash drive, and load those settings when I show up to my gig. And speaking of this flash drive port here, this is a multi-IO send and return here that's designed for our DJM-X1000. It can function as an insert effect, so this can still function completely independent of the beat effects, the send effects. And also with the USB port, you can run our DJM Record app, and you can also run external effects on like an iPad. So for instance, any third-party iPad effects that can send and return effects or audio can work here. So you can record your mix or expand your effects, and you can load your settings all from this USB port. We've got dual audio interfaces, 96K, 24-bit, high-quality interface. All the inputs and outputs on the back are available. You can send MIDI over the USB. It's got DIN MIDI on the back as well, and you can send MIDI clock and also all the fader movements and the buttons. The MIDI clock can be received from tapping in your tempo here or from the beat grid of your record box ready tracks. So when you pitch the song up and down, it can send those BPM changes to your external instruments. The booth effects here, a lot of DJs would complain that sometimes they'd go to a DJ booth and there's way too much bass. Sometimes another DJ booth, the highs are way too harsh. We now have an EQ on the DJ booth, so you can tame the highs a little bit or tame the low end a little bit to your liking. Moving on down, we've got a dual headphone queuing bus. Over here on the left, we got headphone queuing A with your 2 ports here. And then on the front here, we got headphone queuing B. And on each channel, you can queue those independently. So if back-to-back DJs or DJ duos can now queue their channels independently. So it's real easy to run like a mix of whatever you want. I could run two CDJs here and then plug in a computer and run a couple channels from Ableton, plug in another computer and bring in some channels from Serato or Tractor or Record Box. It's ready. It's Serato ready, Tractor ready, Record Box ready. Yeah, the thing is a beast. It starts shipping early February. The MAP price on it is going to be $31.99. And I also wanted to add, it's got the isolator here on the master channel. So once you sculpt your mix, you get all your effects going, you've got everything going. You now have got like these big beefy knobs on the master to totally kill certain frequencies and you know, really get expressive with the full signal right there on the master chain. It's got new effects built in, a new shimmer effect built in on the beat effects, and the touchscreen is available here. You can dive in and adjust your settings of your crossfaders and your fader curves here. Everything's been completely redesigned from the ground up. Top level digital to analog converters from ESS, 32-bit. Everything's been thought of on this thing. So $31.99, shipping in early February. I'm Matt Davis from Pioneer DJ, product specialist. We're here at NAMM 2020 in the Pioneer DJ booth. This was the new DJM-V10. Thanks a lot for checking it out.